We sort of had a meeting post-game after the Adelaide match, and Dan asked what did we learn, and I think that one of the first things that was said was that we're good enough, and I think that has really shone throughout the entire year. I mean, you told us at the start of the year that last year's grand finalists, we'd draw with one of them and we'd beat the other, then you'd think that we were pretty well placed. So I think that we've definitely shown that our best is good enough and it's up there, but at the same time, you know, it's not enough just to have it within you. You've got to be able to execute and perform consistently, and we've seen over the course of the competition that the best sides know how to win, and we're probably just still finding our space, finding our feet in that space, and making sure that we can execute consistently over 4 quarters and you know, edge out opponents in those close games. So I think we'll definitely take positives from this season, knowing that yeah, our best is right up there, and I think take a lot of confidence from the fact that those games did come against the best oppositions as well. So plenty of positives, but plenty to learn as well. Yeah, I think there's so many things in a high performance environment that enable you to perform at your best, and I think a lot of that comes down to preparation. So whether that's, you know, the way that you approach training with specific goals in mind, or the way that you attack recovery, and yeah, I think that all those little 1%ers kind of add up to make a big difference on game day, and yeah, it's part of sort of, I guess, being in that environment, and wanting to be a high performer is seeking out ways that you can sort of maximise your strengths, get better at your weaknesses, and yeah, just look to better yourself week on week. Having the support of people in sports science roles, and, you know, external support from Deakin as well, is fundamental to our development as a program, and making sure that we maximise what we can get out of sessions and get out of weeks. So yeah, having people in those roles where they really understand our own bodies, what we're doing from a load perspective, and where we can maybe push the limits a bit is really crucial to maximising what we can get out of the week. The more that you can enjoy those sort of sessions and want to be in those positions, like the more that you ultimately enjoy being here, because I think that, you know, you look at so much of the year and it is in that training phase, and obviously everyone loves game day, but to put yourself in a position where you truly enjoy pushing yourself to the limits and seeing how much you can sort of extract from yourselves, I think is something that I've always really enjoyed, and a big reason why I love coming in here week on week and throughout the pre-season, and then you sort of, yeah, reap the rewards of that in season. But I feel like, yeah, the more that you can enjoy being in those moments and understanding that tipping into that zone where you're not sure how much more you can give is the best zone to be in to extract more from yourself. I suppose it depends how you define leadership in terms of whether it's come naturally to me or not. I think that I've always sort of been someone who prides themselves on working really hard and extracting the most out of themselves, and I guess in a way that is leadership in itself, because it sets a really good example for others to follow, and you know, role models are sort of behaviours that we want to see around the club, and the standards that we're trying to set. I think that the aspects of leadership, of actively sort of bringing other people along and having those conversations about how you can help other people in their careers, is probably something that I feel like I've developed over the last couple of years, and yeah, I think that fundamental to that is the relationships that you hold with other people, and so when you've got a group of girls that you feel like you're really connected with, I think it's easier to feel that you have influence over their careers, and it's certainly a space that I feel like I've developed over the last couple of seasons. Yeah, I think Meg's a pretty obvious example in that space. I mean, she's been the captain of the club for 5 seasons or so now, and I think to have a role model like her who exhibits all those sort of traits that you're after, whether that be on field, the standards that she's setting on the track, or I think that she's got an incredible ability to empower other people around her, and to understand the situations that they're going through because of her sort of breadth of experience and different positions that she's held both within footy and outside of it. So I think having someone like her, for myself personally, but also for the rest of the group, has just been instrumental in our development. Yeah, I guess you never sort of really appreciate, I guess, the impact that you can have on other people, and I can, yeah, point to a lot of people throughout my career, and Meg's probably one of those that you can see has had significant impact, and so to know that you're potentially in a position to provide that for others and the younger girls coming through is really exciting. And yeah, I hope that I'm in a position where I've been able to provide that sort of guidance and leadership for others that are coming through the ranks, and will be in a position to be able to provide that for many years to come as well. So yeah, it feels like I guess, a privilege to be in that position where you can have influence over others in a team environment where you're surrounded by so many people. We're all trying to kind of maximise each other and what we can do to lift each other up. So yeah, to be in a position where I can make someone's career better is a really exciting thing. I'm really proud of the journey that I've been on. Obviously there's been a few setbacks within it, and you know, going through the 2 ACL rehabs at times there were some struggles and some pretty dark days in there, but I think that yeah, I'm just really proud of the way that I've carried myself through those moments, and to be able to continually show up with an attitude and a thirst to want to get better, and I think it's held me in really good stead, and yeah, it's something that I love being around this environment and being here. So to reach 50 games I think is yeah, just an awesome reflection of some hard work put in over the journey, but certainly that there's plenty more left in the tank as well, and I think that that's the most exciting part for me. Yeah, I think every year kind of striving for consistency, and I felt like I was able to deliver that over the course of the season in terms of week on week having sort of reliable performances. But yeah, there's always ways that you can continue to elevate, and whether that's in my own game or bringing others along. I think that yeah, there's so much growth left within us, and I think that is probably the most exciting part, that I feel like I had a consistent year, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking at the same stretch. So I know that I've got a lot more within me, and I think that I can look at most of the other people in our team as well and see that for them too.